just me trying to do a Corellatine thing.
Fantastic. Yeah, I loved that. That was really good.
Yeah, perfect.
I see. Well, we're today, obviously, we're talking about Doctor Who, Season 2, Episode 4, called School Reunion.
Yes, we are.
Starring, naturally. Who's it starring, Dan?
It's starring David Tennant, Billy Piper, Noel Clarke, Elizabeth Sladen, and Anthony Head.
Way!
Hooray!
I know all those people because they were in Doctor Who.
They were, and it was written by Toby Whithouse, and it was directed by James Hawes.
Oh, lovely.
So there
Good
you
for
go.
them.
Yeah. Do you have an opening statement?
I do have an opening statement. Bit of a weird episode, this, isn't it? a strange and compelling villain and sort of monster, but also the whole sort of Rose and Sarah Jane thing is a bit weird.
Yeah.
And when you think about it for more than 5 seconds, Krillitane oil is quite a strange thing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, K9's kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have you got an opening statement?
I do, yeah. An interesting introspection on the Doctor's way of handling past companions, as well as an interesting concept and villain that is just dropped in the bin again. Yeah. So,
Right, have you got any CRQs, Cocker?
yeah, we don't have human oil.
No. How does a Krillitane produce oil? Is it like a gland thing? Or is it like olive oils?
Yeah, is it just
like we have
sweat?
to crush olives down? Is it sweat?
They just get so sweaty that they've just made an oil that makes them cleverer. How does that even oh, fucking hell. I don't... What? So, surely they're vastly intelligent, so why couldn't they just break the Scasis thing?
It's because it needs imagination, Dan. It needs
Yeah,
imagination.
because adults don't have imagination, do they? I forgot about that.
No.
No.
Come on now, Danny.
They're just stupid big oafs.
My thing with the Krillitane oil is it's just... Clearly they had the idea, and they started out as, oh yeah, they need this acid, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they actually thought, oh, we can't just have them. Why have they got a big vat of acid? Okay, well, it's
oil.
oil, and it's cooking the chips. And it's, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But then they kept some of the acid bits of storyline. Like, for example, the lady who got... What did she do? She got set on fire by the Krillitane oil.
Yeah.
Surely a solution to that problem would be to put a lid on the barrel.
You would think, but no.
You would certainly think, yes. And yet, they do not do that. Also, if you're going to be coming into contact with a substance on a semi-regular basis that could burn you alive, why would you put that substance in a big vat to get heated to... I mean, I don't know what temperature chips get deep fried at, but I'd imagine it's higher than 100 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
So, that just seems needlessly reckless.
It does. It really...
The Krillitanes, if they can come to Earth, then clearly they are technologically advanced in some way or another. Can't they just invent some kind of oil injection system for the ovens?
Don't they...
When you think about it for more than 10 seconds, the Krillitane oil is kind of dumb.
It is pretty dumb. Why have we never heard of the Scasis paradigm, again?
Yes, that's a great question. Why have we never heard of the Krillitane again?
Yeah, you'd think, the Scasis paradigm, being the key to have unlimited power, that it would come up again at some point. But no.
Like with, is it Darkseid and the, what is it, the anti-life equation?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's figured out this equation where if he can solve it, then he'll have he'll be able to bring people back from the dead and stuff.
Yeah, and
that's like his key driving character trait. But no, we never hear about the Scasis paradigm ever again.
And the equation is solved on human computers.
Yeah, big old 2006 human computers as well.
Yeah, you can't...
Which is a bit insane.
So you can't write it. You can't write it down to solve it. You have to actually type it in a program on a human computer. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, I think.
No, it doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, yes, it is sci-fi, and yes, it's supposed to be a bit fanciful, but you can have established universe rules and still be a bit fanciful and interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed this, Dan, but Mickey hacked into the military again.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Buffalo. It overrides everything.
Buffalo!
Oh, bloody hell.
God.
I hacked into the military. They had loads of UFOs. Sorry, you did what, Mickey? You hacked into the military. Just to be clear, Mickey, what does that entail precisely? Is there some sort of MOD core computer? Or is it like an RAF base nearby that you've hacked into those computers? I'd like to know a little bit more about Mickey's ethical hacking.
Yeah.
If that's at all possible.
Ethical hacking. How could the Doctor's views on team names have changed so radically?
Oh, me fam!
Oh God, I hate people that say team, and then a couple of seasons later, FAM.
To be fair, I do think the Doctor's saying "fam" sort of semi-ironically. I think she wants like a collective word for that group of people. I think "fam" is just a semi-ironic one she sort of landed on, rather than a conscious choice.
You think she's being ironic with it?
I don't think she's being extremely, completely satirical with it. No,
I thought she
think
was
she's
being
sort of
serious.
semi-ironic.
I thought she was being serious, and that's what's funny
think it's
because
the-
she's sort of socially awkward.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a good point. I think in my mind it was always that she genuinely thinks of these people as family.
Yeah,
So she means it literally, if that makes sense.
yeah. Fair enough. Goodness, the clashing of heads between Rose and Sarah Jane. Isn't it a treat to watch?
No,
No, of course it isn't.
a treat to watch. Rose is unbearable.
Yeah,
And,
nothing
Sarah
new. Nothing
Jane
new there.
is Not, well, yeah, nothing new there. But Sarah Jane is not a particularly engaging character.
No,
I mean, it's rare we do have engaging characters in sort of in standalone episodes of Who, but like she's just not that engaging. Like you say.
she becomes engaging when she gets her own show,
Yes.
Sarah Jane Adventures. We stand that. She's really good in that. But like this, it's just. Like, I hate to use the word, but that's what the right. It's a fucking cat fight. It's like, why are you reducing? You're meant to, these characters to this. Why? They're clearly smarter than to be jealous, and it's like, nobody wants to see that.
That's something I do quite like about Doctor Who companions, is that they're repeatedly shown to be like smart is the word I'd use, but I mean like not like book smart. They're shown to just be clever people.
Yeah.
Not in the sense of like they know a lot about physics or whatever. They are intuitively, almost instinctively smart, and they make smart choices.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the reasons I quite like Clara as a companion, is because she's clever. She makes clever decisions and clever choices.
Yeah.
And while I think Clara also has some annoying features that I don't like in a companion, I do like that that's a thing.
I agree.
Has anybody ever dissected a rat in a school?
Maybe in the Dark Ages.
Maybe.
Triggered.
We did. What did we do? We did sheep hearts. That's what we dissected in biology.
What?
We dissected sheep hearts in biology.
Fuck's sake. We just
What did you do?
We just dissected haggis.
Of course.
No, I don't know. I think I don't think I don't remember dissecting anything.
No, we did. We had like a demonstration where the teacher dissected an eyeball, like a sheep eyeball, and then we dissected sheep hearts in class.
Yeah. No, I didn't dissect anything.
Oh well, there you go.
There you go. I've missed a great chunk of my life for missing that one out. You know, I'm not a complete human being without a good wee dissection in there.
Right. I think that Anthony Head is very good in this episode.
He is.
Yes, I mean, it stands out next to like Rose and Elizabeth Sladen in that like he's a compelling, interesting villain. In that his motivation, it appears to be what's the word? He's not actively doing something evil. I mean, well,
He
he's
is.
enslaving children. My point is that like his goal is to improve the universe. He's just going about it in a really awful way.
Yeah, but I mean,
He's amoral in a strange way.
I mean, he does eat people.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's true.
He-
Maybe I didn't think that argument through quite as well as I thought I should have.
He ate that small girl at the beginning,
Yeah, he did actually. He did eat a child. Okay, yeah.
and he
good
made
point.
sure that she was an orphan so that no one would miss her.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking
Shut
hell,
up.
Lewis. He's actually a good guy. He's just going about it the wrong way.
Right. I've got a question. But my point is that Anthony Head, like the bit in the swimming pool, that's good.
Yeah, that's
The
good.
dialogue between David Tennant and Anthony Head, and the sort of weird headmaster squat where he's stood on that building and he does a creepy weird squat.
Yeah, is he?
Because he's also kind of a bat.
Is he a bat?
I thought he was a bat person that can sort of temporarily change from human to bat and back again.
It's because, what about you? It's like, oh, it's a personal favourite, that's all. My brothers remain bat form.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good point. Because that implies that,
He isn't.
yeah, that he is in human form. He's chosen to take human form.
Yeah. So maybe he's just someone with wings that's also human. Because we don't see him with wings or as a Corillitane.
Oh, no, no, we don't, do we?
No. So.
Although we do see them doing that fantastic wing walking, where they're all stalking the corridors with purpose, with their arms behind them like a weird Naruto run.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
This episode is not a great episode of Doctor Who by any means. I enjoy Anthony Head's performance and I enjoy the villains, but I think on the whole it's sort of a middling episode. The thing I do particularly like about this episode is that it introduces the 10th Doctor's sort of core conflict.
Yeah.
He's aware of the fact that he's essentially a god who doesn't age and can do anything, but he just wants to be a man. I think that's David Tennant's sort of core conflict. Is that's what made the Family of Blood episodes so good?
Yeah.
Is because he is a man. He becomes a man, and then you have to see him sort of deal with. It's my responsibility to be this godlike figure who saves alien civilizations.
Yeah.
But also, I just want to be a bloke.
Exactly.
I just want to like have a life.
No, agreed. He's faced with mortality in that episode, whereas here it's like he's, someone that he was so close with years and years and years ago is, slowly aging in front of them, and then it's a good sort of through line to where Rose ends up, and she will eventually leave, sort of thing. It's foreshadowed quite nicely that she is just going to disappear at the end of this.
That's true.
Season. Spoilers. What else? When did the Doctor fix K9?
I wrote that down as well. When did the Doctor rebuild K9? Because he didn't really have time, did he?
No, they were all there. They were all with him. Did he? I'm just.
He did have a time machine, so
Yeah, I'm just gonna pop into the workshop for half an hour. I'll be 2 minutes.
just gonna fix a robot dog from the future. Is that okay?
Yeah. Do you know K9 got his own TV show?
Yes, I remember this. When I was younger. Am I spelling it just the letter K followed by a 9?
Yeah.
K9 fictional character. K9 Doctor Who.
I don't know if you can hear that lovely Hoover in the background.
I can hear the lovely Hoover in the background.
Dust.
Televised appearances. Here we go. Ooh, yum. Okay, there's those, and then K9 Mark III. Yeah, that was in this episode. K9 Mark IV, Sarah Jane Adventures episode, and it was also Mr. Smith, which was a bizarre thing that I didn't quite get in Sarah Jane Adventures, but
Yeah.
where
Yeah. K9 Adventures, 3 seasons.
K9 3 seasons.
Yeah.
K9 Adventures. Here we go. Australian British television show.
Yeah.
Well, this is extremely weird.
It certainly is. Comedy, adventure, children's series, action, fiction, and it. Wait, what? First episode was out in 2009, and it finished in 2010, despite being there 3 seasons of them. Wait.
Fans of the adorable computerized K9 who first appeared on our screens in 1977.
Was each season an episode long, like Sherlock? Oh, it was!
Was it really?
Oh, no, wait. The first season was 1 episode. No, the third season was 1 episode, and the first season was 13 episodes, and the second season was 12.
Lord,
So how could they have made that in like a year?
This show is boring, embarrassing, makes no sense, and full of so much cringe. Well, thank you very much, Shattered Glass, 53512.
Nice.
Well, that was certainly a bizarre diversion. Right, what do we think of K9 in general?
I like K9.
Really?
Yeah, he's alright.
I think interesting as a companion.
Maybe in
a
the
weird way.
80s.
But I find him annoying in this episode. Suggest you engage running mode, mistress.
Oh,
Do you, K9? Did you deliberately obfuscate the instruction there just to make it hilarious?
Affirmative.
Oh, Jesus.
As this is not a BBC production, direct references to Doctor Who are not legally allowed for rights reasons. However, Baker and Tams have confirmed that this K9 is the original K9 Mark 1 who appeared in Doctor Who from The Invisible Enemy to The Invasion of Time in 1978. This model was last seen in the possession of Leela on Gallifrey. In the episode, the robot dog is imagined and is damaged and undergoes a regeneration.
Wow, a regeneration.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's got Time Lord DNA. Maybe K9 is the Timeless Child. We've fucking solved it, everyone.
That would have been a much better send off than that dog shit we got. God's sake, K9. Who are the villains in this? What villains?
Is it like Doctor Who? There's like an episode by episode. Oh, a mysterious space villain has come and they're doing shit.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to use any Doctor Who villains.
Maybe, yeah, but it's kind of easy to think of like just general multi-purpose space villains. Do you know what I mean?
Do you remember
Star Trek have been doing it for 60 years.
I know, but why wouldn't you want to use the classic Doctor Who villains like Tim Shaw? or
like Peter Kay from that episode, the Absorbaloff.
Yeah, or what do you call it? The wee thing on the ship that eats through the. You know the one I mean.
You have to give me some help there.
You know.
In the 13th Doctor series.
Yeah, that wee thing.
That I've completely forgotten. Was it season 12?
Season 12. Yeah, season 12. No, series 11.
Doctor Who series 11. Bloody hell. Right. IMDb. Where have you gone? Oh, Wikipedia will do. Oh no, TARDIS.fandom.com. That'll do me. What the fuck is this shit?
What the fuck is this shit?
God, well, don't go on the TARDIS fandom wiki. It's shit.
Oh no!
Episodes. Right, here we go. The Ghost Monument, Rosa, Arachnids in the UK, the Saranga Conundrum.
That's the one. That's the one. That fucking wee thing.
While scavenging on an alien junkyard planet, the Doctor and her mates are caught in a sonic mines detonation. They wake aboard the Saranga, a spaceship travelling to a medical space station. Doctor meets the patients and the patients' relatives. The doctor and head nurse, they gain access to the ship's systems and notice an alien heading for the ship. Astos becomes trapped in a pod, dies. Bloody hell, that's a bit dark, isn't it? Mably, Astos' colleague, tells the Doctor that the entity is a pating. Of course it is.
Yes!
A creature that eats any non-organic material. Yasmin and Ronan. Who the fuck is Ronan? Defend the ship's antimatter power source. Ryan and Graham help Yoss as he enters labour. Oh, sorry, yes, Yoss, a pregnant man.
That's right.
Sorry, yeah, that was in the description and I skipped over it because I was just like, oh yeah, the Doctor and her mates.
Based.
Eve, who has a critical heart condition, sacrifices herself to pilot the ship through... She does what? Why do I not remember this episode at all?
Because it's so forgettable, that's why. The villain is a thing called a pating. And it's the most annoying thing I've ever seen in my life. And
the episode before that is Arachnids in the UK, which, while it was a bit weird, I did understand and I thought it was okay.
No.
Demons of the Punjab I quite liked.
Demons of the Punjab was good.
Kablam, I quite liked Kablam.
No, because what could have been an interesting critique on big corporations? They essentially said that the reason that the worker tried to blow everyone up was wrong, and it was him that was at fault, and the company's good.
Oh, of course. Yeah, okay, good point. Did have Lee Mack in it though, so that's nice.
Yeah, he's good. I like him.
The Witchfinders, I do not remember that. It Takes You Away. Oh, I quite like that.
I can't remember that one.
The group arrives in Norway. They meet a blind teen, Hannah, and learn that she and her father, Eric, moved following the death of their mother, Trina, and that her father is missing. And then it's like the speakers are in the forest, making all that roar, 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 roar noise.
I vaguely remember that one.
I quite liked that one. I really like things set in, like, Scandinavian countries.
Yeah.
So right, we've talked about the wrong season of Doctor Who for 10 minutes. Yes, like Eurovision. I do like Eurovision.
But yeah, so smashing the screen stops it.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
The big
because presumably that was projected onto the screen, or that's a really good point.
Like,
because we never answered the question, where does this Scasis paradigm come from?
No, who made this equation? Why is the equation? Why is this equation like going to give you all the power?
Yeah,
I mean, the universe doesn't work like that. It's not fucking. It's not a fucking textbook. You can't just type into a computer a random equation and then go, "Oh, I'm now all powerful." Is that how it works?
What will actually happen, of course, is that the Scasis paradigm will get transferred over to the Doctor's sonic screwdriver, and then in spite of the fact that it gets broken and destroyed several times, it will then have been running for several centuries and will be solved by the time he's in a cell in the Tower of London.
Exactly. Same software, different...
Yeah, perfect.
Yep. No plot holes there, Stephen A.
God, we haven't even got onto the Stephen Moffat stories yet. We're already just calling him a dick at every opportunity.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that, folks.
Yeah, right. There's not a lot to talk about in this episode. It's a fairly straightforward story.
Yeah.
Anthony Head is good. I like the Krillitanes as a concept. Rose is a dick. When Mickey is like, "Can I come with you? Like, I'm in travel too." He's like, "Yeah, fine, you can come if you want." And then Rose is like, "Fine, Jesus Christ, I'm going to be so sad about this."
Yeah. I want to still have a weird sort of relationship with Mickey, but he isn't here for any of it, and I can just come back at my leisure. Yeah, it's really fucking weird, folks. If it made both of them happy, we'd be all for it, but it clearly doesn't.
It clearly makes neither of them happy.
Yeah.
It's quite the... If they were happy and this was a situation that worked for them, fine. But the fact that they're both sad and angry throughout the entire time just makes me think perhaps it's time to stand back and evaluate that.
Mickey should have stayed with Trisha Delaney.
He should have. Mickey joins in on the fat shaming in this episode.
Yes,
so he does. You, I'd stay off the chips.
What the fuck is that?
Come on, Mickey, bloody hell.
Jesus Christ.
Did I just miss the point of the 2000s when we were all fat shaming each other?
Yeah. It's like fucking... She's a bit big. It's like she's lost weight. Rather than saying, "Fuck you, she's lovely, I like her."
Yeah.
No, that's unacceptable. No, she's lost weight, don't worry. It's fine. It's like, what the fuck? Jesus. And
also...
Sorry, go on. Oh.
I was just going to have a bit of a rant about K9.
Go on then.
K9's first port of call to break through a door is to drive into it. K9, the dog that famously has a laser in his face. His first port of call is to smash a car through a door. Maybe K9 is just some kind of arachnophile. Not arachnophile, what's the word? Anarchophile. He just loves the chaos and anarchy of smashing cars through things.
He does. And the episode ends with Kenny going to jail for arson. What the fuck? Do you remember?
There were several points at which Kenny probably should have been killed by the Krillitanes. Like when he saw a Krillitane, the teacher...
he literally looked at him in his alien form. Why wouldn't you just kill the child?
Yeah, and the teacher just turned around and went, "Run along, Kenny," instead of just killing him. I mean, what?
It's an episode of South Park. Run along, Kenny. Yeah. But do you remember? It's such a misconception with school kids that yes, of course they want the school to be blown up. You know what I mean, it's like oh no, my exams are soon. Shit,
yes,
where am I going to study? It's like
I need to study. I need to. If I'm just being in the house for 3 months solidly, maybe that's not great for my mental health.
Yeah, you know, school pupils don't care about the cost of anything. They don't care about it. Maybe someone's dead in there. They're just happy that a big building blew up. Stupid little fools. So it's so patronising, to be honest.
Yeah, it is extremely patronising. Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. So that was that episode.
Indeed, it was.
I'm holding my breath because I want to get to the good ones. I want to get to the Impossible Planet and the Satan Pit. Those are my two favourites in this series.
Well, the next one is The Girl in the Fireplace, which I quite like.
It's all right, and
It's all right. I like the clockwork concept.
And it
I
was.
like that.
Guess who it was written by?
Oh, for fuck's sake! It was written by Stephen Moffat. I've just googled.
Yeah, it was.
Fuck's sake! Oh, Jesus Christ!
But there you go.
It's like in that H Bomber Guy video when he's saying that Stephen Moffat is good at standalone stories but terrible at running a show.
Yeah, we are referencing H Bomber Guy an awful lot, aren't we?
We are.
Should be giving him credit.
It's another YouTuber. Hey Danny, have you watched any of Laura Camp recently? She makes things out of wood.
No, I haven't. She. I'm sure you've told me about this, haven't you?
Yeah, she's actually really good because it's like she'll like come on camera at the start for a minute or two, and she'll be like, "Hi, I need a new desk or whatever it is, so I'm going to make one." And then she proceeds to make one. It's just a really satisfying montage of her like cutting pieces of wood and drilling pieces of wood. It's just really relaxing and satisfying.
Yeah.
Plus, she's got a dog which is adorable. Smudo, the dog is called, and he is a good boy. And she made this machine that dispenses a treat for Smudo every time he gets a new follower on Instagram, which I thought was fantastic.
That is nice. Oh, that's wholesome. I'm going to give that a look.
Yeah, do it.
I will.
Great.
Well, I might forget, as I always do.
Right, I'm going to go and watch The Wrong Trousers, guys.
Right. I think I'm out of notes now.
Yes, I think I am also out of notes. There's not much to talk about in this episode. It's a pretty straightforward one. It's a pretty simple one.
Yeah.
As much as I do enjoy Anthony Head's performance, I do enjoy David Tennant's performance. It is a straightforward episode. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I would go easy on the chips. What an arsehole. Jesus Christ. Yeah, because Elizabeth Sladen is just a Michelle Keegan. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that's how it works. The Doctor doesn't care about your personality or anything like that. It's only when you put on too many chips, you know. He's banned chips from the TARDIS, Lewis.
Has he?
There's no chips. There's no chips allowed in the TARDIS, despite the fact that he eats chips in the season 3 finale.
Is that the one with Martha?
Yeah,
where him and Captain Jack and Martha are all eating chips.
Yeah, they're on the run, and they're eating chips.
Mate, right, I've got to say this. This is, every time I think about chips, there are two things that spring to mind. First one is Tom Kerridge, because he's got this thing where he does triple cooked chips, where they're like boiled and then steamed and then fried, or I haven't looked into it, but like, essentially, he does these triple cooked chips, and people are like, oh, they're absolutely amazing, they're the best chips ever. And then I've heard Tom Kerridge talk about it, and he's like, when you start cooking them as much as we do, then you start to get an incredibly high cost per chip. I'm thinking, well, how much can it possibly cost to cook a chip?
Yeah.
How much that you are not serving very much food for an exorbitant cost? How much can it possibly cost to cook a chip? But that is what springs to mind. And also, I remember watching this documentary fucking yonks ago now, in which a historian said that the reason the British Empire was a thing is because chips existed. And I remember thinking, fucking what? What kind of bollocks is that?
Yeah, but that sounds...
Her justification was that chips are a very high density calorie source. So the idea is that if you eat like some chips in the morning from a chip vendor in Victorian times, you don't need to eat for the rest of the day. Because in theory, there's like enough fat and starch and salt that it'll just keep you going all day. It's like, okay, I mean, I kind of get that, but that does also sound like bollocks. So every time someone mentions chips, I always think of that episode, that documentary, and I think, yeah, that does sound like bollocks. That can't possibly be true.
I mean, I do like chips, to be fair.
I like chips too, yeah.
There's different grades of chips, though, aren't there? There's chippy chips, which are always thick and always sort of...
Yes, which are, in my humble opinion, god tier.
Yeah. I've got to say, I'm a sort of glutton for McDonald's chips, even though they're thin and sort of...
actually, yeah.
But I think the best chips of all time are crinkle cut.
Controversial opinion.
I know.
Where do you stand on curly fries?
Oh shit. Sorry. Okay, fine. Curly fries first,
Yes, right.
and
Sorry.
and then crinkle cuts. Sorry, I forgot about them.
This is one of my most strongly held opinions that curly fries are one of the greatest
They're
inventions
so
of humanity.
good, aren't they?
They are. If it's ever on a menu anywhere, I will always get curly fries, even if it's like as a side or I have to pay an extra £1 or whatever. I will always get curly fries because they are so good.
Another hot take though.
Yeah.
I don't like sweet potato fries.
No, you don't like sweet potato fries, do you?
No.
It's I mean, I can kind of understand it because they're not. I do like sweet potato fries. Don't get me wrong, but I think they are not a chip as much as they are a roast vegetable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's because with more cooking, a potato, a white potato, will sort of go fluffy and crispy.
Yeah.
But with more cooking, a sweet potato sort of goes floppy. It's not really a chip. Do you know what I mean?
No. But yeah, I like things that you know are going to be salty to be salty. It's like,
Yeah, I know what you
I
mean.
don't like honey on ham. I know people have honey on ham. I know that you don't, Lewis. I know that you're not a big fan of honey.
No, I'm a ham.
honey.
purist, yeah.
You love ham, just not honey.
Yeah.
That was a joke, folks. Lewis is a vegetarian. But it's just sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sweet and salted things. Popcorn, I would never have sweet and salted popcorn. Fuck that. Anyone who does is a sociopath. Is that you, Lewis? Do you have that?
I don't. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I would pick it, yeah. You're going to be furious when I tell you this next thing. Currently, I am doing some work, writing some articles for somebody that sells spice blends. And I was writing about this curry powder that he's selling, and I said, this one that I've just written this article for sounds absolutely amazing. And he said, oh, I'll send you a sample if you want. And I was like, yeah, great. So he sent me a sample, and I made like a batch of curry with it, and it was absolutely amazing. This curry powder. Long story short, it was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, but it's sort of missing something. I'm not sure what it is, but I feel like it's missing something. So I served up a bowl of it, and I was taking like little mouthfuls, thinking there's something wrong with this. I can't put my finger on it. And I was thinking, I ended up putting like, I got out like a little bit of hot sauce, and I put a little bit of hot sauce on like a spoonful, and I was like, no, it's not that. Like, is it a bit of salt? No, it's not that. Do you know what really finished it off?
Go on.
It was a little bit of golden syrup.
Fucking hell.
Literally like a teaspoonful in a big bowl. And but it was just that little bit of sweetness and that little bit of rounded sort of toastedness. It just brought it home. It still tasted like curry. It didn't taste like golden syrup. It's like when you put vanilla essence or coffee into brownies. You're not making them taste like vanilla or coffee. It's just a general thing.
Yeah, okay, fine. I'll give you that. But I mean like where it's like you can taste something that's meant to be salty as sweet.
Yeah.
I don't mind adding flavours in to sort of create something new. But like if I'm I wouldn't have like you wouldn't have sweet crisps, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
Sugar coated crisps.
Oh god, that sounds grotesque.
Yeah, or salted donuts.
No, that doesn't. I might have salted caramel donuts, but no, I wouldn't. But even then, they're mostly sweet because they're filled with
Yeah,
caramel.
so do you know what I mean? So it's like you wouldn't have lard ice cream.
Fucking hell, that sounds gross. What does lard even taste like?
It's just fat. It is just fat.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of an example of sweet crisps, but I can't think of anything. Like, yeah, crisps are just better savoury.
They are.
I say my favourite crisps are always sort of spicy ones.
Prawn
I
cocktails.
love a good
sort of
spicy
sweet.
crisp. Yeah, sort of. It is a bit. Like a balsamic vinegar is a little bit sweet.
Yeah. But,
But
other than
put
that,
like prawn cocktail, I suppose. But yeah, spicy crisps. Oh, there's nothing better than a good beer and some spicy crisps.
do you know what I do like?
What?
I like the Max chicken hot wings crisps, the crinkly ones.
Yes, the Walker's ones. Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
delicious.
Obviously I haven't had those ones, but I had they sell like a jalapeno and cheddar one.
yeah.
Which I've tried those. I quite like them.
It's almost
They're
like
not my
sort of
favourite
sour
crisps,
and
but they're good.
salty. It's lovely.
Mm.
But yeah, Jesus, we're just talking
Right.
about food now. I'm getting hungry.
We started off on chips, so it was kind of irrelevant. But like now we're just talking about crisps.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry. Fucking hell.
Have you got any final thoughts on? Have you got a closing statement on crisps?
They're great. Just don't have them sweet.
They're great. Maybe don't put some sugar on them. I can't think of any point in which. Maybe if you dip them in barbecue sauce.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's
kind of sweet, isn't it?
I'll let you away with that. Let you.
That's the only thing I can think of where a sweet chip would kind of work.
Yeah.
Because a sweet potato, apart from if you're having sweet potatoes, they're a thing of their own. But if you're making like a baking potato that you'd put beans and cheese on, but you're just coating it in like muscovado sugar, what are you doing with yourself?
Spiced onions from the Indian. They're sort of sweet.
I'm not sure I'm familiar with what you're describing.
Spiced.
I mean, I probably am, but you know.
They're sort of in a sort of sweet and sour, really spicy sauce.
Oh, okay, right. That sounds good.
Sometimes put poppadoms on, or naan bread or something like that. They're actually quite nice. I'd recommend them.
That's a good point about sweet onions, like caramelized onion. That's a thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
I made caramelized onion soup a while ago. That was dead good.
Did you? I don't like
I did,
onion
yeah.
soup.
It didn't taste oniony. It tasted like caramelized onion. I don't know, but it was nice.
I'd have caramelized onion on like a burger or something like that, or like like in a curry or a chili or something like that. But I wouldn't have onion soup.
No,
because
onions that might be a bit strong.
Onions, I think, are a bit useless on their own.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think my only problem now, because now we're in this new house, the previous owners left the oven, which is like an electric hob, so it gets too hot for me to actually stand over it and caramelize some onions, so I have to like do them in the oven, which is good, it's fine, but it just takes way more effort than stood there caramelizing onions.
Yeah.
So I haven't made caramelized onions in piss in ages, Christ.
Make some today.
I could do, yeah. I just bought a bag of onions yesterday.
There you go.
That's exciting.
Lovely. God,
after that incredibly dull chat.
Jesus. Should we do closing statements for this episode?
Yes, let's do a closing statement for this episode.
Mickey, you are not the tin dog. We appreciate you, pal. Just don't fat shame, okay?
Yeah, fat shaming ain't great.
No, it is not.
As to put it very gently, fat shaming ain't great.
That's as gently as you can put it.
Yes. It's a very straightforward episode. So straightforward that we spoke about chips for 10 minutes. Good performances, good motivations, but overall it's sort of fair to middling, this episode. It's not great, it's not bad.
Yeah, I agree. Well, that was a School Reunion, Season 2, Episode 4.
Indeed. Next week is, of course, The Girl in the Fireplace, Season 2, Episode 5.
Written by Stefan Moffat.
Indeed. If we don't say his name, we haven't got to pay him royalties.
Stephen Moffat. There you go.
Of course. It's really, by the way, it really bugs me. This is a thing that nobody else will even give half a shit about. But it annoys me that I googled Doctor Who Season 2, Episode 4, and it comes up with The Girl in the Fireplace. Because we're using the numbering system, including the Christmas specials, as standalone episodes.
But they're just
But for some reason, Google doesn't.
They're just discounting it for whatever reason.
And that infuriates me.
Morons. Okay, let's do some shilling.
Indeed.
I am on Instagram at O'Hiram. I'm on Facebook at Daniel K. Actor. I'm on Twitter at Kerzo2000. What are you on, Lewis?
I am on Instagram at Lewis_Brindley. I'm on Twitter at LewisBrindley4. And I have a Facebook page called Lewis Brindley. The show also has a Facebook page at Shouting Into the Void. It's a Facebook page. Go and like it, follow it, comment on it, share it. Email it to your mum.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Yeah, let's move on. We are on Podomatic. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We have a YouTube channel. We're on Deezer. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Amazon Podcasts. Breath. And we have a PayPal donate button. So anything you can spare, anything at all, would be greatly appreciated. We know it's difficult times at the moment, but anything you can spare would be fantastic. We are also on Patreon, and we want to thank our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful patrons. Chloe.
Thank you.
Darius.
Thank you.
Sophie.
Thank you.
Peter.
Thank you.
Aditya.
Thank you.
And Richard.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I believe it's Richard's birthday next week, so if we don't, say it then, we'll say it now. Happy birthday for then, Richard.
Yes, happy birthday for then. Have a wonderful day.
Yes, thank you one and all.
Indeed. You make the show possible, and it means the world to have your support, so thank you. If you want to join their number, it's patreon.com/shoutingintothevoid. Go and give us a look. We do loads of stuff, and we've got exciting things in the works for our patrons.
We also have merch. We're on Teespring and Redbubble. We sell tote bags, we sell jumpers, we sell mugs, we sell t-shirts, we sell stickers, all manner of lovely things. Get yourself something for Christmas, get a loved one something for Christmas, or just go and have a look. It's lovely to browse, you know, just see what's going on.
Yeah, see what's going on. I like the tote bag, which holds precisely 10 minutes of bullshit.
It certainly does. That's all you need, unless you're talking about chips.
Yes, in which case you can go all day talking about chips.
And last but certainly not least, we are partnered with a fantastic company called Number 12 Crochet Avenue, and Lewis has some lovely things to say about them, all of which are 100% true.
Indeed. Number 12 Crochet Avenue is a wonderful company run by my wonderful wife, in which she crochets things and she is really good at it. At the minute we're in the run-up to Christmas, and so she is crocheting like a crazy person, making Christmassy bits. Go and check out the Instagram page for information and details and all sorts of things. The Instagram is at Number 12 Crochet Avenue. It is those words and letters. There is no numbers or punctuation. It is Number 12 Crochet Avenue. So go and take a look. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, that was Doctor Who.
Indeed it was.
School reunion, and next week we'll be doing, as Lois said, The Girl in the Fireplace.
Indeed.
So we shall hear you, smell you, blow up your tin dog and fat shame you. No, we won't, because that's wrong. Don't do it.
Yep.
Next week.
Next week, yes. Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you then.
Goodbye.
Bye.